Hello, Nickstarship again. Today we're going to be going ahead and talking about which frames are vaulted. I'm going to go in alphabetical order because it is easier. Okay, so first, the frames that are vaulted, the reason why I want to bring this up is because there are people on my Discord in my clan who have some difficulty in the length of the game and how long it's been out and which frames are actually available to earn. So this video will be mainly targeted towards people who maybe don't really do a lot of the research or have been playing for a while, and this way they can go into the game and progress further and just move forward knowing that they are farming and getting something that may be more of quote-unquote valuable compared to something that may be more common at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and continue from there on. So we're going to go over Ash. So basically in, I believe it's May 30th, 2017, Ash Prime was indeed vaulted. Okay. Frame was given away a few times, I think like once during a Twitch stream, and he's still pretty good. He's had like a rework or two, but yeah, he's vaulted, so you can't really farm him anymore unless you have some of the relics. And then recently, in December, Banshee Prime just got vaulted. Okay, I'll cover all the weapons and stuff in a different video at some point. So Banshee, she's had, I think, like 2 or 3 reworks, pretty much changed. Remember, some of these warframes do have master rank requirements, so you can go ahead and pause the video, take a look at them. So you can't get Banshee Prime anymore. If you still have relics from those, you know, you could use those to get them. And then we have also the, I believe it's, man, I literally said I was going to do this alphabetical. I think Ember Prime right now is unvaulted, but is technically vaulted, if that makes sense. So you can get Ember Prime. The flavor text is crazy. Right now, she is released. I did do a video on it, but you after she goes back in, you won't be able to have access to her again until later. And then we also have Frost Prime, who is currently unvaulted with Ember Prime in the pack. You can go ahead and look at those. These are really good frames. Okay, I would totally recommend them. Frost is one of the highest shields in the game at the moment. I believe it's tied with Hydroid. And then with a future update, we got Hildryn. Okay, I think it's Hildryn. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, one of the toughest shields in the game. Very, very good style of gear. And then we have, I believe it's Loki. I'm sorting by rank, it's sorting by name. We have Loki Prime. Right now, I believe Loki Prime is on average about 400 to 500 platinum. And that's because he's been vaulted for a long time. Not really too much of a survivability frame. Pretty garbage, actually, in terms of health and shields and armor. But he kind of makes up for it with his stealth capabilities, but he's not at all invincible in any way. In fact, to be honest, I really think he needs a rework at some point, but they'll probably do that eventually. And then you have the, oh man, Mag. Mag has been fucked up and tossed around like you don't even know. She's the worst frame sometimes, the best frame sometimes. Just, oh man, greedy pool days were crazy. But yeah, the stats on her are very nice. She's a good warframe in terms of all aspects of the game nowadays because of Polarize. Magnetize is great. I really do much suggest this in fighting the Ambulus. Okay, the Ambulus boss fights are fucking butter. Alright, you could be going in to a level 100 sortie with Magnetize, fucking butter. Alright, it doesn't matter. Okay, Mag just got revaulted again. Necros Prime. Necros Prime is great for farming. Necros did get vaulted. I believe it was, I think it was June 19th, 2018, something like that. I have like a list that I'm kind of like referring to for these. Armor, health, energy, all that, blah, 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 it doesn't really matter. He's been touched on a little bit too. Sadly, they did nerf his Shadows of the Dead. That's like the only thing they've touched on. That he used to summon like 30, 40 enemies if you had high enough power strength. Nerfed. They nerfed him. Okay, this was due to lower end PC players, you know, complaining that they're lagging too much. You know, come on, bro. All right, now you only summon 7, and then potentially they can summon stuff. Nyx Prime and that would be this one. Nyx Prime is also vaulted. You can't get her anymore. I think she was unvaulted with Nova a while back, which is actually going to be our next one. I think I skipped Nova. She just got a rework. Not really the best kit in terms of abilities. More of once again more of like a support style frame. I'd say it's just not a lot of damage. Not a lot of damage at all. If anything, it's just mind control, and they get a damage multiplier. Psychic bolts. It's basically all radiation, to be honest. Absorb is just like a tanky thing. Not much going on with Nyx, but they reworked her. That's what they thought was valid. Nova Prime just got touched on. Oh my god, Nova Prime is so... dude, have you seen some of the Tenogen skins? She is fine. Okay, I'm not gonna say like, hey, they're just warframes, all right. Like, but hey, like, hey, oh damn, oh damn. Okay, but anyway, so Nullstar just got a buff. Goes up to 90% damage reduction, if I remember. Wait, each particle action gives 5% damage reduction. Yep, yeah, that'd be it. And I think you get more if you have the augment. Very nice. So technically, there's now like tank builds out there for Nova. Those builds are kind of but overall, it is a very nice frame. Still vaulted though. And then we have Rhino. I actually just got a blueprint, another one that I'm probably gonna sell this for. I'm sitting about almost 12k plat. 200 million credits. Ready for the credit weekend coming up soon, like next month. I'm gonna try to hit 300 million. I'm gonna try to live stream that. Rhino Prime. Rhino Prime is vaulted. One of the first like 2 or 3 to get vaulted. I believe it was. I think it was like Frost or Loki, and then Rhino. One of those guys. Or maybe Ember. I don't fucking know, dude. Falky, dude. Content, dude. But anyway, Rhino. He's really nice. A lot of the newer players kind of go to Rhino Prime just because, you know, he's got that fucking big ass ego. Yeah, big, thick, long, lustrous, stroking ego. And he's able to kind of take on a lot of the early game content. Next is the Saren Prime. If you are a DPS sort of attack damaging player, you really do want Saren 100%. She will get everything done. Okay, look at that fine katana too. That's the Nakana Prime if you don't know what that is. Her skin looks great. And then you have the Trinity Prime. Great for support players. I personally have some builds for Trinity. I call them my pet builds, okay? Personal EV Trinity, okay? Able to give anybody energy, health. You know, she's quote-unquote the mercy of the game, if you want to say that, or the lobster. If you check out her thick tail right back here, you know, they had worked a lot on those physics. But definitely if you're more of a support style player, you want to heal, give everybody energy. There are some game modes where if you didn't have a Trinity, like, it's almost impossible. Okay, but they're doing better with the release of some other frames with their kit replacing Trinity in the sense of, like, they can do other things that are similar to Trinity, but not exactly like Trinity. And then we have the Valkyrie. We're getting into V, so we're running out. We have Valkyrie Prime, which she's very nice. There's a lot of nice hentai out there with Valkyrie. Okay, I'll tell you that. Okay, just based on observation. Rule 34 is existing. But, yes, so we got a Valkyrie. Okay, her ass rating, pretty good, I'd say. I might make a video where all I do is just rate Warframes asses, you know, Atlas included. Not just quote-unquote females, but, yeah, Valkyrie is very nice. The kitty frame, or so. Vaulted. Oh my god, look how beautiful this, like, it just looks. It's great. The white. All right, I love white. Just on a Warframe. It doesn't look ugly. All right. Next is going to be the Vauban Prime. Vauban Prime was vaulted a bit ago, and he's got his own impressive sleeve up front, you know. But he's I would say he's one of the better looking frames aesthetically for Vauban. More or less, the kit for him is a trap sort of style. He recently got vaulted. I think it was last year. It's been about a year, March 20th. And then last but not least, very much so, people really want Volt. Because Volt nowadays, he's up there with Saren. Okay, a lot of people bring him on Sanctuary Onslaught, speed runs for captures, shield runs for Eidolons. He's worth a lot now. I think he's sitting about 300 on average, maybe 450 in a high for a set. But yeah, I would totally recommend picking up Volt Prime as one of your main frames to run. He could be played as a support or a top DPS. Maybe even solo. If you're a melee user, his speed helps a lot. If you're a gun user, his shields help a lot. If you're a crowd control user, his discharge helps a lot. If you are brain dead and you don't know how to use any of these three, you could just spam one. Okay, like who fuck it, dude, content. You know what I mean? But he looks okay. He looks okay. I really don't like how much yellow they kind of saturated. I wish there was like more shock to it, shocking factor, so to speak. In addition to that, in some future updates, they showed that there's going to be like different particle effects you're going to be able to put on your warframes and as well as to feet. I'm really looking forward to those. But that'll go ahead and cover all of the vaulted frames. I did not miss a single one, and the weapons and such will be in a different video, but that'll be it. Hopefully we were able to clarify and understand that there are certain frames that are vaulted and unvaulted. Any of the ones I listed up here are not vaulted at the moment. I believe Oberon Prime is the next to be vaulted, so make sure you stock up, both on the Silva and Aegis, and I believe I forget what he came with besides the Silva and Aegis exactly off the top of my head. I don't really care. But Oberon Prime, Silva and Aegis, make sure you get those. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. See me on Discord, blah, blah, blah. All right, goodbye.